Right, Shalom. We're the brothers from the GMS Virginia branch. Norfolk brothers to be specific. I'm the brother Bayou.
Hey, Ashkabar.
Brother Matazah.
Yeah, we're just gonna do the spirit lesson, touching on what bonds us, what bonds the brotherhood. Now, I want to get the word bond, okay, in the etymology, so we have some clarification on what the word bond means. And when you go into the word bond on the etymon.com, it says anything that binds, fastens, or confines, right? So basically, when you come into this truth of being a Hebrew Israelite and you join a particular sect, all right, GMS being the sect that we're part of, when you come into this truth, being the body of Yahushua HaMashiach, you're now confined to something, all right? You're fastened to something. It's just like we're in the car right now, and some of us, we have our seatbelts on. You fasten your seatbelt, you're strapped down. You're a part of the vehicle. You're taking a trip, you're taking a ride. We're confined to this. We're bonded to this vehicle right now. You go where the vehicle takes you. We have a destination. The vehicle is getting us there. We're fastened in that destination. That's how you like in the truth. All right? You have to be fastened in the truth, confined in the truth. But we're going to get into what bonds us, to Yahweh Shah. It's not our own personal desires, because each and every brother within the sect of GMS, the congregation of GMS, we have our own personal desires and things that we like, our own opinions, our own hobbies. We grew up differently. So the world is not what bonds us, all right? Our love for the doctrine, which is the word, which is Yahushua pursuing the John the 6th chapter, that's what bonds us, all right? So brother, you can start off.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. And it says, when you read it, it says, the first verse, it says, he exhorted to unity. And it says, start from the top, and it says, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, Yahushua, beseech you. You look at the word beseech, which means to beg.
And we're a prisoner. We're a prisoner to the Lord. A prisoner is not able to set himself free. He's confined. He's confined, right? And that's what makes the elect the elect. When you go to John, the book of John, it tells you that the Most High Abba Yahweh gave the elect to Yahushua. He put them in their hands. The elect can't even keep themselves from being the elect. If an elect man wanted to say, I don't want to be the elect, which he would never say that, but if let's just say he was able to say that, hypothetically speaking, he couldn't say it because he's not able to. Because the Lord Abba Yahweh himself created that man to specifically be given to Yahushua as the elect. You're a prisoner to Yahushua, which means you have to do what Yahushua does. When Yahushua says, my sheep hear my voice, they go wheresoever I go, it's because they have no other choice. They were created to do so. Oh, it's Salah, that happens. We're in the flesh. We want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. The bonus of the elder apostles of great millstone, shalom to the hopeful elect, Salakia for the late salute that happens. We've been in the flesh. But yeah, sheep go where the shepherd go, right? You follow the shepherd. If you're a prisoner of the Lord, you do what the chief of the prison tells you to do. You get up when they tell you to get up. You eat when they tell you to eat. You sleep when they tell you to sleep. That's what a man of the Lord is, all right? Go ahead, brother.
Read it from the top. It says, I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech, you look at the word, it means beg, that ye walk worthily of the vocation wherewith ye are called.
Let's get that word vocation. Our elder apostle Tahar, he always teaches us, right? Going to words. Because, Jacob pick the Bible and just read past words. He know he don't understand, but he'll just keep reading. No, you got to make it a habit to learn the words that you're reading, so you know what you're really talking about. Now read that verse again.
And it says, I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that you walk worthily of the vocation wherewith ye are called.
And the word vocation means a spiritual call. You've been called, many are called, few are chosen. Many have been called into knowing the doctrine of Yahweh Shah. Shit, a lot of wicked men have been called. Look at Judas Iscariot. Judas was called to be amongst the 12 elite apostles. Turned out to be a wicked individual. Right? We see that with different sects of the Hebrew Israelites. All right, we don't have to go into the particulars of who they are and their names, but they've been called into this thing. Some of them actually were a part of GMS and teach and taught the doctrine of GMS. But later on down the line, it has been discovered that they didn't have the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Right? So this vocation is spiritual calling. Go ahead, brother.
You got.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something.
Yeah, you better say you made a call, but you know what I'm saying. It's roughly paraphrase, correct me if I'm wrong. It said you turn back to a reprobate mind.
Yeah, which means to be turned back, you know what I'm saying? A degenerate. Well, in America, the world teaches people to be degenerates, and when you look at the word degenerate, it means to fall back from a moral standard, a moral way of living. Everybody and their mama is a degenerate nowadays. The mothers, the grandmothers, they want to keep up with the young women. When the book of Titus tells them that the younger women should be learning how to be proper women from the elder women. But grandma at the Freaknik, she at the club, she on social media with her breast out, trying to get a sugar daddy, you know what I'm saying? Cause she something went wrong in her early years, so now she trying to still get a groove back. She not trying to teach the young women how to be proper women, right? How to be a servant to a man. She's trying to tell them stay away from a man because she was rebellious to her husband. So now she gonna tell her daughters and her granddaughters, you don't need no man. Grandma did it without a man. You don't need one. Do your thing. Live for you. That's degeneracy, bro. Go ahead, brother.
Going to verse 2, and it says, with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love.
You forbear each other. Let's get the word forbear. We gotta get it. Because we literally have to forbear one another. Why does it say forbear? You was about to say something about this?
Yeah, but say, and it says, it says love one another, and then again, what is it? Yahweh's greatest. Again, how would you love? We keep the commandments. You know, what is Yahweh's greatest? It's like, what is Yahweh's second greatest commandment? Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Yep. Read that verse again.
And it says, with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love.
The word forbear means to tolerate. You have to tolerate a brother, right? In meekness, though, not in ego and pride. It says in lowliness and meekness, not in, well, I'm doing my way at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I'm just doing whatever. We don't agree, I'm gonna do it my day. Wait a minute. Where's the meekness? Where's the lowliness? Oh, you got a problem with that, brother? Okay, well let me change that for you, for the sake of the body. Oh, I'm doing something that makes you uncomfortable. Let me change that for you, because you a brother for the sake of the body. That's how you forbear one another. Not, hey, I'm gonna just do it how I want to do it, and all right, we just whatever. We ain't gotta agree. That's not meek. That's not low. That's haughtiness. That's pridefulness. And the thing about having these type of spirits on you is a dangerous game, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai is about to narrow this thing down to the elite of the elite. And if you're not the man that has these traits within you, Yahweh Shai is going to discard you. Forget about your ranking in the camp. Forget about how people perceive you. If Yahweh Shai doesn't see the necessary traits he wants in a man, a servant, a humble servant, he's not going to save you. Because you didn't do what he told you to do, and that was put off the old man and put on the new. All you did was put on a garment and stay the same old nigga you always been. All you did was scream the names of Yahweh Yahushua and stay the same old nigga you always been. Yeah. All you did was show up to camp and put up videos but stay the same nigga you always been. How many prideful niggas we see throughout the nation of Israel making videos and got these camps, and they reprobates. So obviously saying the names of Yahweh Yahushua and doing video lessons, it takes way more than that. Because the scriptures clearly tell us that when Yahushua comes back, he's going to say, get away from me, I never knew you, but Lord, I prophesied in thy name. I cast out devils in thy name. The scriptures tell us that. There's going to be men that did works in the name of Yahushua that he's going to say, I never knew you. Why? Because when he looks in the inward part, when you can't hide from the Lord. When he looks in your inward part, that's not a new man. That's why it says many are called, but few are chosen. Go ahead, brother.
Nah. And it says, verse 3, and enduring, sorry. It's like verse, I can't take it out. And enduring to keep the unity to the spirit, bond of peace.
A bond of peace. It's all about the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the testimony of prophet. But when you have the understanding of these scriptures and the understanding of the word, it brings you peace, it brings you comfort. So you should be bringing peace, comfort to the brother that you're around. If a brother is around you and he feels uneasy, that's not the spirit of the Lord, man. That's the spirit of Judas. Think about Passover, right? Which we got Pesach coming up, right? But about another week from now. Think about how uncomfortable the brothers were at the table breaking bread when they found out, when they said Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, let's get that account. With the Pesach.
With Judas.
Yeah, with Judas. Hold on 1 second.
You want me to speak?
Let's get John the 13th chapter. Get John the 13th chapter, because you got to understand the tone of that night, the tone of that evening. It wasn't a night of peace. It was a night of unsettling, a night of uneasiness. Because when you're told that you might be a man that disobeys your Lord, all right, or turns your back on your Lord, or gives your Lord up, now you anxious. You're like, oh, is it me? Am I the betrayer? Am I the one that's going to betray my Lord? So you don't want to have that energy that Judas put amongst the rest of the 12, man. Because when that came out, the rest of them was unsettled. If you want to be around brothers and feel at peace, feel at comfort. Remember now, woman is supposed to be a pillar of rest, but these women are not women nowadays. The average woman is not a woman. So your woman is the scriptures. But because we are washed by the word, we should be giving each other that comfort. We should be a pillar of rest to each other. Because if we don't have a woman to do it, if we don't have people in the world, we have to have the comfort somewhere. Yes, the scriptures are the ultimate comforter, but if your brothers are breaking bread with you through the scriptures, they are supposed to be a comfort to you too. They are supposed to be a pillar of rest to you too, because you ain't getting it from nobody else in the world. And if you don't have that comfort, you don't have that pillar of rest from the brothers that are around you, that's not the spirit of Yahweh Shai.
Man, actually, that's something too. That's why it says in Zerach, man. It says, hate's not the credit of your friend. You know what I'm saying? This was like, you know what I'm saying? That's why that's why you test brothers. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you can't really test them how the way you want, but it's gonna show when times is hard. I tell you that, like I said,
a friend will be known in adversity.
Yeah, a friend will be known in the water. Yes, there you go. A friend will be known in adversity. Yeah,
that's right. And because you be with brothers for years, and once you with brothers for, that's why I tell new brothers coming in, like, and the elders told us this, it takes time. You're gonna learn, brothers. You're gonna learn. That's why being amongst the body is so important. That lone wolf shit doesn't teach you anything. It doesn't make you grow. You don't learn. You learn from being around brothers, dealing with brothers, dealing with different personalities, and you understand, like, okay, this is what the Lord's talking about. Okay, this is how I need to manage this situation. The Lord is teaching you how to be a manager of a flock, but a king. How can you be a king if you don't know how to assess situations that are like crazy, that you're around? And being around different roles and being around the body, it teaches you how to be a man. You know how to deal amongst men. You know how to figure out situations the proper way, not by emotions, but the proper way that's best for the body, for the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, for his glorification. It's not, the truth is not about us. The Lord can raise up stones. It's not about us. If you know that something needs to be done for the betterment of the body, just do it. Especially if you're able to do it, just do it.
I ain't feel like doing it.
Just do it. Even for the betterment of the body. If it ain't harming the body, what's the point? And we all fall short of this. We all have our moments of where your ego may come into play, your pride may come into play, but that's when you got to check yourself. Or have a brother there to check you. Like, hey, brother, I think you off on this. But you know what? You're right. Let me me stop. You know, let me tone it down. Cause that's what brothers are there for too. Whether a brother's over you or under you. If you don't have a brother there to sometimes to keep you on track, you'll fall back into the world, man. You can't do it by yourself. Cause we're in the flesh. The flesh is tormented by demons. You have to have brothers that is, you know, that you can look at and be, okay, this is an example of how it should be. And if I know if that brother sees me doing something I'm not supposed to do, he's gonna let me know. And that'll help me lock back in. There's nothing wrong with you falling short and then locking back in. What does the scriptures tell us? A just man falleth what? There you go. That's the whole purpose of the battle. Go ahead, bro.
God, yeah. What you wanted in John? You want to jump from the top?
Yeah, you can start from the top.
God. And it says, this is St. John chapter 13. St. John chapter 13 verse 1. It says, now before the feast of the Passover, when Yahushua knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of this world into the Father, having loved his own which are in the world, he loved them unto the end.
So this is the night that Yahushua knew his hour was to come, right? I think I put in the chat earlier this week, I was like, look, man, you gotta let these niggas have it. Like, it was time Yahushua flee from niggas that wanted to put on it. There ain't no wrong with using wisdom and getting out of, you ain't gotta be a bold fellow. Scriptures tell you don't be a bold fellow. If you gotta flee, flee. If you gotta run from, hey, I'm out of here, fuck that, it's dangerous. But I said what? Until I know the hour of temptation is here. That's when you stand your ground.
You seen it?
No,
yeah.
Go ahead,
No, good. Yeah, like you said, you seen the link I sent you about that certain individual, right?
Who's that?
They got his face. Like I said, who knows what he, like, you know, but how did that altercate? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now you're doing something now, the Lord judge you, man, because what? You was using wisdom, like you said before. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're around a certain city, a certain state, you know? Like I said, you know, us, you know, talking about the minute, we got something to lose.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, these two niggas, they don't got nothing to lose, you know what I'm saying? That's why they crash out like that. You know?
Yeah.
I just want to add on to this.
Yeah, and if you know, we consider ourselves to be wise men because the scriptures are teaching us. But if you're a wise man, you should hold yourself to a higher standard than a common average nigga. A nigga, he rolls around in the mud all the time. You will roll around in the mud with him. You're supposed to have the wisdom to assess the situation. Like, you got it. You want to be a nigga over there. I'm out. I'm getting away from you niggas. Even on Post Horse, they said, look, if I see a bunch of niggas coming out of this block, I'm going to cross over the street. I do that shit a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially with the type of job I work, I see certain dudes, I'm like, let me go over this way. Just in case, I don't know that fuck. And the world teaches you, oh, you a bitch. You scared? No, fuck, I ain't. No, I ain't. Because I know when the hour of my hour comes to stand firm for the Lord, as long as the Lord bids me that mercy, I'm gonna stand firm. My faith is rooted in Yahweh Shemel Shai. I want their approval. Yahweh Shai's approval. I don't want man's approval. The fuck I'm gonna act like a tough guy for man for? What is that gonna get me? Dead in the spirit realm, not fulfilling your purpose on the earth. I'm trying to store up as much as I can because you only get one shot at this. Prophecy has told us that this is it. We're in the 10 toes that are about to be crushed. There is no restart after this. So I'm going to store up as much as I can. Not allow no nigga to take me up to earth. Because we both got, you know, in our emotions. When the scriptures taught me temperance, the scriptures taught me patience. The scriptures taught me to have restraint. Mortify my members, have control over yourself. The scriptures say, how can you rule the body of your house? That's not just talking about your physical with a wife and children. That's first talking about your first household. The Lord puts your spirit in, which is your body. If you can't rule yourself, how the hell can you rule over anybody else? As soon as something don't go your way, you acting all irrational. How the fuck can you be the king on the throne? The reason why the earth is so messed up is because we have an irrational person ruling right now. Esau. When something don't go his way, he bitches, he moans, he murders, he steals, he lies, he cheats. If something doesn't go his way, his horns come out. You can't have somebody like that on the throne because they'll destroy anything they have to get what they want. They'll murder their mother, they'll murder their children. They'll harm themselves. They'll corrupt the food. They'll corrupt the minds of the people. They'll corrupt the air. They'll destroy the water. They'll destroy everything just to get their way. to the point they destroy themselves. And that's ultimately what Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to have Esau do. Destroy, 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 to the point he done created a weapon can destroy himself. And is actually going to destroy him. All because he was way no matter what. I want my utopia. I want everybody under my will. I don't care how I have to do it. I'm going to put a chip in all of you.
Hey, as the scripture says, he shall be a madman, spare none.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's him to the T.
You can't have a madman on a rulership. See, pride goes before destruction. He's going to destroy everything in his way till he destroys himself. Matter of fact, they showed us that in the Gladiator 2 with them crazy ass emperors.
Yeah, twins.
They destroyed themselves. That's how Esau operates. Us in the body of Yahweh Shemel Shah, we can't act like that. We can't have that type of mentality when things don't go our way or we don't agree. We act irrational. Now you can express your thoughts and how you feel about it. That's natural. That's how men converse. Men should be able to converse and express how each other feel about certain things, so you don't hold grudges. Because it don't mean hold grudges. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, oh, if a brother say something you don't like, you just let him have it and hold that grudge. No. You still have to talk it out as men and come to some type of agreement, right? Just like with Lot and Abraham. They weren't able to live together, right? They talked as men. They didn't hold grudges. They told him, listen, you know what, brother, it's just not working out. You know, you go over there, do what you gotta do. If you need any help, you know, I'm here. You go and set up over there. Come, brother, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no, I'm out of here. And then you hold grudges.
Right.
That's not the spirit you have about Shemel Shah.
Right.
Scripture say what, a little leaven left in the whole lump. If you don't chop that disease out in the beginning stages, it's going to spread throughout the whole body. Go ahead, brother.
God. Going to verse 2, and it says, and supper being ended, the devil having now put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him.
Now, what does it mean the devil was put into Judas's heart? Meaning his mind. That's what I mean. We're men in the flesh. That's why if you don't find that bond within the truth, you can be corrupted, man. And he was amongst the elite, the apostles, and he was able to be corrupted. Which shows you he was never fully rooted in what was the teachings of Yahweh Shah. Because when you're rooted in faith, in the teachings of Yahweh Shah, you can't be uprooted. All right? When something is firmly planted, something is firmly fitted in, right? Fastened. We brought out bond earlier, means to fasten. When you fasten something, it's fastened.
Yep.
It's unmovable, right?
God.
That's what the Lord tells us to be, like lively stones. You know, we're set here. You have the cornerstone, Yahweh Shah, of the spiritual temple being built, and then the rest of the stones come play. Our elders, you know, bishops, other elder bros come, and then the younger bros come and keep building this temple. But you unmovable. You should be unmovable stones. When you watch Issachar build these houses,
Ooh.
you know, if one of them be lazy and really don't lay the what's the shit they
Foundation.
No, what's the shit they put on the to make sure it's thick?
Cement.
Yeah,
Cement.
if you don't put the cement properly, you just put it there. All right, let's go to the next. Oh, you miss a spot.
Yeah.
That's a shaky foundation.
Yeah, Conan, if I may, there's some groundwork that has to go even before you lay the foundation. You have to make sure that the ground is level. You gotta have to have gravel. You gotta make sure that it's on a steady foundation and not sand and dirt.
Hey, that's what the scripture says. It says what? Make sure your foundation not wood, hay, or stubble. You know, making on stony bricks. Just like, for example, just like the 3 little pigs, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they got. You know, that's what they got. You know, from the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened, right? When the pig, he built his house in hay. Wolf blew that shit off. Wood blew that shit off. But when it came to like solid foundation with bricks, he couldn't. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't blow it. Because what? It was like you said. It was the foundation was solid ground. You know, like I said, you know, precious stones and all that stuff. Because once you burn it, it refines. That's what Scripture says. It says what should be tried as gold is tried in a furnace, man. And precious stone, because what? They can be refined. wood, hay, stubble, it just burns and it just goes away. Yeah, just that on, you know what I'm saying? You guys got it.
That's a beautiful point. The scriptures. We even have laws on how to build our houses. There's a certain way we're supposed to build our houses. The Lord teaches us to, like you were saying, survey the area, survey where you're building your house at, man. You know?
Here we go.
Go ahead, brother.
God. Verse 3 says, Yahweh shall knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he was to come from the Most High, and went to the Most High. He raiseth from supper, and laid aside his garment, and took a towel, and girded himself. After that he poured water into a basin, and began to wash the disciples' feet, and to wipe them with the towel wherewith he was girded.
Yeah, here it is. You have Yahweh Shah, who's our king, washing the disciples' feet. And you have, men put in leadership positions that the only thing they want to do is just tell brothers what to do and that's it. They don't want to be a servant to the brotherhood. They just want to be in charge of somebody. That's not the spirit of Yahweh Shah. The spirit of Yahweh Shah is a servant. The Lord came as a servant. He said it himself. I'm here right now to serve. Right? Helping the brotherhood, healing the brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
To being a leader, you have to be an example. It's just like if you got a leader, right? And he's always just drunk, always just loud and boisterous, always hollering at women. You got younger bros around and they looking at him, oh, this is my head, so this is how he operates. Okay, I guess I can do it too. And just a total mess. He doesn't even regard the flock. He's just moving how a man in the world will move off of his fleshly desires.
Yeah.
That's not a leader. That's not a good leader. If the blind, they both should fall into a ditch.
Yeah.
A leader is put there to serve. The greater role you have, the better man you have to be. The more fruits of the spirit you have to have. If you're a leader, that means you have to have more patience than the bros that are under you, more temperance than the bros that are under you. You have to be more humble than the bros that are under you. You shouldn't be the leader and bros under you are more humble, more charitable, more patient, more temperate than you. Because Yahweh Shah is going to view that as, okay, you in the fleshly world wise, you rank higher than him, but in my eyes, he has the traits that I desire in a man. So I'm gonna put him over you when I come back. And that's gonna shock a lot of bros too, man. When you find out some bros that you think, oh, they insignificant, and you find out, no, in Yahweh Shah's eyes, that man was a very great man. Because he's doing what he told him to do. That's why the scripture say what? Work out your own salvation in fear and trembling. Go ahead, brother.
Going back. Let me see. Verse 7. It says, Yahweh shall answer and said unto him, what I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. Peter saith unto him, thou shalt never wash my feet. Yahweh shall answer him, if I wash thee not, how hast thou... Yahweh shall answer him, if I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me.
Yeah, so Peter was like, man, no, hell no. Hell, I'm not letting my Lord wash my feet. Hell, fuck no. This hell no. But Yahweh, he didn't understand. In which we fully don't even understand that yet. Or why would Yahweh shall wash his servant's feet? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
But he said, you have no part in me. So he was in a way just letting them know, like, I am completely here to serve the body. And this is how I want y'all to be. To be a servant to the brotherhood. Not to just be a dictator and yeah, I got men under me, so now I'm somebody. That ain't the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. When Yahweh Shah first came, even as the Lord, he went and got baptized by John. What everybody else was doing. He went and said, I'm gonna still go, even though my baptism is of the Spirit, I'm still gonna follow the proper procedure of getting baptized by John. And then once I get baptized by John, then I'm gonna take over. That's you can learn a lot from that, man. He didn't just pop and say, all right, John, move. I'm here now.
Yeah.
He went to John humbly and got baptized. And John was like, oh, this one y'all see before me. He's the one that fulfills the scrolls of Isaiah. This is him. This is him. Go ahead, Mother.
Yeah. And it says, verse 9, Simon Peter saith unto him.
See, that's a prime example of what the world, like, everybody just in a rush, just go, 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 go. Then when his ass get clipped by something, you know?
Yeah, they can have a memorial on the side of the road.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
God. Verse 9 says, Simon Peter saith unto him, Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head.
So once Yahushua told him, well, if I don't wash your feet, you have no part of me. Then Peter said, well, wash every part of me then, because I don't want to be discarded from you. You know? So he understood, okay, I understand. This is totally unity and bonding. Go ahead. That's why, like, if you around bros and bros have a get together, especially for you younger brothers, man, you should make an initiative to run to, you know, get the signs, run to put the signs up, run to, if bros is having a little feast, put the plates out, put the cups out, ask bros if they're done, if they need it. Like, you should be a servant to bros, especially if you're a younger bro in the camp. But even if you are an elder bro in the camp, you should want to be a servant to bros. You should want to treat bros as you would see Yahushua. Yahushua said, how can you love me and you ain't even seen me? But you got animosity towards your brother that you around every day. Ooh, a lot of y'all gonna be hung by that. How can you love Yahushua, but you have animosity towards the brother you see every day? And you don't even know what Yahushua look like. Yahushua might not even like your ass. But you talk to Yahushua. Yahushua gonna say, get away from me, nigga.
Yeah.
I never knew you, boy.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
You around bros and you just, man, whatever, that bro can get it by himself. Bro, you good? You need anything? You doing all right? You don't ask bros how they doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't help bros. And like, it's and hey, all we can do is forbear, endure. But Yahushua, and the elders been saying this too. Yahushua, we come to, hey, look, this basalt, we got a very interesting planetary alignment. It's gonna be a blood moon. Opposed to how went into how the Passover Yahushua was a blood moon. And we pray to Yahushua, this is the Lord, last basalt in this corruptible place, man. We pray to Yahushua. But according to Elazar of the Sicarii, Yahushua is most likely not gonna come back in our time. Well, look, even if that was the case, which that ain't the case, even if that was the case, we're gonna do what we need to do and live how we supposed to live. And we're going to take every day we have to learn these traits that Yahushua wants us to learn. Because the kingdom's going to come regardless. We need to be making sure we're making ourselves the men that we need to be accepted by Yahushua. Because the world has already forsaken us. The world has already turned their backs on us. The world has already thrown us out. The world hates us. You know, the women are fucking unjust. You know, they look at serving a man as a sin. So this place is straight filth. You know, men are reduced to having to, you know, whack off. But like, this is a very corruptible place, man. Yeah. A man can't even get, that's the basis of a man. Even every animal species is able to get the female species and just have them part of the family. And keep it like that. Fucking humans, supposedly humans, can't even get that together. It's crazy.
The scripture says, when transgression increases, wickedness increases.
Yeah.
It's only getting worse. That's why, again, that's what God left us a remnant, man. We got Sodom and Gomorrah. Maybe not us, but who knows, man? You know, our children could be, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't know if our children gonna make it, you know? Because what? They might be influenced on the world. You know? That's why what scripture says, what you didn't put child, you know? Them not the parcel of me shall go. You know what I'm saying? I heard from, you know what I'm saying, not brothers out there, I heard that, you know, this was years ago, but Brother the Truth come to find out that his son, you know, did basically like his same identity. You know, that hurt.
Yeah, because you can tell a child one thing and they'll say, okay, I'll do it. But then when you're not around, they're not doing it. That's how a child acts. Or, well, rebellious child. Yeah. That's how rebellious child acts.
Especially E-system, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can only do so much. But again, like I said, hey, we can't have our children make us what? He's on something. Because what? We're living in society.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's become, hey, child services can come by and they take your child away. There's nothing you can do about it. But I digress. But yeah, going back to verse 10. Yahweh shall say unto him, he that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but to clean every whit. And ye are clean, but not all. For he knew who should betray him. Therefore ye are not all cleansed.
Ooh, so he hit them with another parable. Remember, he loved talking to the disciples in parables.
Mm-hmm.
So that was another reason he did the washing ceremony right there. And Yahweh shot bad, man. He said, look, not all of y'all are clean, though. One of y'all filthy. It's clean. You don't want a brother around that makes the spirit like that. Where bros feel uneasy when he come around. It's like, oh, what's going on? You know? You don't feel safe because of what the brother might do. Oh, what is it, brother? I don't know what this brother might say today or what he might do. You know, who he may bring around. That ain't it. No. Go ahead, bro. Because Judas, we know who Judas brought with him. He brought Roman centurions and wicked Pharisees to come capture Yahushua.
And it says, verse 12, so after he had washed their feet and had taken his garment and was sat down again, and he said unto him, know ye not what I have done to you? Ye call me master and Lord, and ye say, well, for so I am. If I then, your Lord and master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example that you should do as I have done to you. Verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him.
So that means you just a servant to your brother. You servant to your brother, man. And right there, rank played no factor in anything. Because Peter is the walk of the church. He was there. The Lord let Peter know, you ain't greater than me. So you should be doing the same acts I'm doing to you. So Peter had that mindset, okay, even though I'm the rock of the church, I'm a servant more than anything. And that's how you become a great leader. Right? King David didn't send his men out to war and he sit and eat, honey buns.
Right.
King David was on the front line leading the charge.
Yeah.
If my men die in battle, I'm gonna die with them. Esau sends out your daughters, your sons, your elderly, while he sits in a fucking building somewhere playing with little children and whatever other freaky shit he does in these fucking, buildings. Meanwhile, your children are dying in battles.
Yeah.
For wars that he starts. Go ahead, bro.
And it says,
that's another thing. A leader wouldn't lead his flock. A shepherd wouldn't lead his flock into danger that he knows he can't lead them out of. If you see a fucking demon coming up to the camp, or if you see there's trouble on the way, make sure you on the front line get things in order so things don't get out of hand. Make sure you know the brothers that are around you, their temperament. You should know every brother's personality that's around you. Okay, let me make sure I'm checking on this brother because I know he has a little temper problem. And make sure I'm watching this brother. Make sure don't nobody try to touch this brother because he seems like the weakest. Make sure all my brothers are aligned together, and you make sure you on the front because you the leader. Go ahead, bro.
God. Verse 8, it says, here then is my Father glorified that ye bear much fruit. And it says, verse 16, it says, verily, verily, I say unto you that the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. If ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. I speak not of you all, I know whom I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled, he eateth bread with me, hath lifted up his heel against me. Now I tell you, before it come, that when it is come to pass, ye may believe that I am he. Very verily I say unto you, he that receiveth whosoever I sent, receiveth me, and he that receiveth me, receiveth him that sent me.
So when a brother comes in, you know, you supposed to receive him as you receive Yahushua. You know, how would you treat Yahushua? People say, if Yahushua was it, come on now, let's keep it real. How would you deal with Yahushua? People say, you wouldn't leave Yahushua alone.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we don't expect you to treat a brother exactly how you would treat Yahushua, but you should aim for that. And, you know, let me care for the brother as much as I possibly can. You know? And all these things are a learning process. You don't do this overnight as soon as you come into the truth. That's why I always say, the time that we have here is just more time for us to get better at the things that we need to get better at. Yes, we want to get out of captivity, but it's still a lot that we can learn and master while we have this time before the Lord starts bringing down the serious destruction that he's going to bring pursuant to the prophet, especially Jacob's trouble. Because when the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of the times, these are the things that are going to keep you stable, you know, keep you on that right path. The words that we're reading right here. Go ahead, brother.
And it says, verse 18, I speak not of you all, I know whom I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled, he eateth bread with me, and hath lifted up his heel against me. Now I tell you before it come, that when it is come to pass, ye may believe that I am he. Verily, verily, I say unto you, that he that receiveth whosoever I sent, receiveth me, and he that receiveth me, receiveth him that sent me. When Yahushua had thus said, he was troubled in the spirit, and testified, and said, Verily, verily, I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. Then the disciples looked at one another, doubting of whom he speak. Now there was leaning on Yahushua's bosom one of his disciples, on whom Yahushua loved. Simon Peter therefore beckoned to come, that he should ask, who should it be of whom he speak? He then lying on Yahushua's breast.
Yeah, the word betray means to violate by unfaithfulness, deliver or expose to the power of an enemy by treachery. That's man, you do not want to be a betrayer of a brother. That's shit like that. We burn you at the stake for. Any man that if you can't have a betrayal amongst the brotherhood, you gotta cut that sickness out, man. That's a ultimate embarrassment and shame to the body. It's just like if men go to war, especially if you look at ancient films or ancient shows or documentaries, they did not play any weakness or shakiness. You know, even Gad was like, yo, that fear, having a spirit of fear is like a disease. You don't want that spirit of fear to spread. If you have a brother around that isn't rooted or grounded, and you can't really trust that brother, you don't want that brother around in serious situations. Because that brother may get weak. That brother may get weak. That brother may turn his back on the brotherhood because he hasn't been doing the necessary things he needs to do. He hasn't been doing the necessary things he needs to do to make sure that he's right in the spirit. So now when shit go haywire, he turns his back on the brotherhood, he betrays the brotherhood, or he does something wild that causes the brotherhood harm. Don't nobody want no hell no. I'm saying it right now. If you know you don't believe on Yahweh Shemashah, you know you ain't working, just get the fuck from around me. I got enough to worry about than worry about a brother leading me into a dangerous situation or causing my hell more hell. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together, man. Go ahead, about that.
And it says, and Simon Peter beckoned to him that he should ask, who should it be of whom he speak? He then lying on Yahushua's breast, said unto him, Lord, who is it? Yahushua answered, it is to whom I shall give a soap when I have dipped it. And when he had dipped the salt, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon. And after the salt, Satan entered into him, and then said Yahweh Shai unto him, that thou hast, that thou doest, do quickly.
So basically, you get out of my sight. He was done with Judas at that point. Because he forbeared Judas for all that time, for the sake of the prophecy to be fulfilled, of how Yahweh Shai would be given up to be a sacrificial lamb for us. That's why he forbade Judas, because it had to happen that way. But once it was time, the hour time, he basically said, all right, go do what you got to do. Get the fuck out of my face, man. Now I don't got to forbid you no more. You know?
That's deep.
That's deep. That's why when Judas came with the centurions and the wicked Pharisees, what did he do? He saluted Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai said, you betray me with a kiss, man. Yahweh Shai was done with him at that point. He was already like, yo, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, basically the point is, we forbearing one another for the truth's sake, right? And you deal with each other justly in meekness and lowliness, with patience. And you should be able to talk to your brother about damn near anything. I mean, you can't talk to nobody in the world about it. So, I mean, who else you gonna talk to? If you can't talk to your brother about what's going on in your life, then that's not your brother. Let's not be hypocritical. Let's not be fake. Because being fake ain't gonna get you in a chariot. You can't talk to your brother about what's going on in your life. That's not your brother. And brothers fight. Brothers have arguments. Brothers go through things. That's natural too. But after the argument, after the fight, you should come back to the realization, this is my brother, and I trust this brother, with everything that I have. And I will do so until Yahweh Shai, or if Yahweh Shai proves otherwise, that he's not a brother. Until then, this is my brother that I deal with the right way. That's basically the point on that. We can pretty much wrap it up. We don't have to go too long.
At the vision, we're going to say, be one mind, one body, one baptism, man. Just the same, it was us to be a part of this thing, That's why Yahweh Shai called us for, man. For us to be in unity, love one another, look out for each other, And usually you can tell, man, when you feel, like you said before, when you meet another brother, you feel comfortable in the spirit. That's what it's supposed to be. You shouldn't be uneasy with a brother and have to question him, on certain things, man. Because sooner or later, like I said, you can't hide anything. Because sooner or later, like I said, Yahweh Shai is going to expose it and he's going to bring it to the forefront. It's going to be worse than what it is. Because what we didn't rectify here and there. Now affects the body, now affects the whole camp, man.
Yeah, let me read this for you.
Good.
And we can finish. This will be the last scripture. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. It says, finally, brethren, farewell. Be perfect, be of good comfort, be of one mind, live in peace. And the Most High of love, power of love, Yahweh Shai, and peace shall be with you. Greet one another with a holy kiss. That's how we salute each other. It says, all the saints salute you. The grace of the Lord, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and love of Yahweh, and the communion of the Holy Spirit be with you all. When you go into that word communion, all right, let me get that real quick. If Marcus, you want to say anything, you can.
Yeah.
So the word of communion and the etymon means participation in something, that which is common to all. So that's what bonds us, the communion of the Holy Spirit. If you're with a brother, you're not breaking bread with a brother, you're not bonding together in the truth, how is that unity going to become tighter? How is that bond in Yahweh Shai going to become tighter? With anything, you have to work on it. With any relationship, you have to work on the relationship for it to become stronger. It's just like when you look at the spirit, right? It's like a flame. Well, once you finally get that flame started, it's very weak. There's certain measures you have to do to keep the flame lit for one, and then to make it grow, you have to keep adding wood. With the right pieces of wood, but you have to keep adding to it, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you have to do proper measures to maintain the fire. Probably build a fire pit and keep it insulated from the wind, right? Because remember, we're like smoldering wicks. Anything can blow us out. So we have to be insulated. Brotherhood is what keeps you insulated. But the relationships we have with one another, we have to add to it, you know, so that it grows. And we have to add to ourselves daily so the fire within us grows. And that's how you have to look at it. And then maintain that fire. Keep it insulated in the brotherhood. Get your little personal fire pit. Keep it insulated. So if anything comes by and tries to, you know, rain or whatever, it's covered. You know? And that's how what keeps the fire lit. The communion with the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. The Rakach Kadash. Right?
Hey, again, you know, that's what I love, you know what I'm saying? Hey, just bonding with brothers in the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the most comforting thing in the world, because once you're in the spirit, you don't think about nothing. You know, that's how it should be every time when you meet with brothers, man. You know, there shouldn't be no guile, you know, none of that stuff. You know, no arguing or nothing like that. You know, again, that's why what Yahweh Shai brought us this work, because it tells you in Titus in the 3rd chapter, it says what we're all envious, you know, hating one another, but what after what the mercy of Yahweh Shemel Shai, that he brought us together. That's why we're here. That's why we still here. You know what I'm talking about? Whether brothers coming new or, you know what I'm saying, or brothers for decades, man, we're still here. You know, we experienced things that, you know what I'm saying, that we never thought would happen. But it happened, you know, just because of prophecy and for us to get the experience. So that's what it says, what, like you said before. So it's not greater than his master. So whatever Yahweh Shai and others going to go through, we're going to go through it too. That's just part of the process. Okay, whether we like it or not, you know. There's some things that, you know what I'm saying, where I'm in, you know, I'm situated there that damn, I don't want to be in a situation, but, you know, but I have to go through it. You know, all of us have got to go through it if we don't like it. Okay, that's how it is, man. If it's not, then we wouldn't be here. You know, why even is truthful, you gotta ask yourself. Alright? Like again, it's a balance. Like I said, some days you're gonna have great days, some days, you know, you're just not going to not, man. But it's the point is what to endure and keep pushing, man, and to learn. So that's pretty much it on that. So hopefully, brothers certified.
Yeah, remember, no man is bigger than the truth. You'll put yourself on the back burner for the sake of the truth, for the sake of the body of Hamashiach Yahweh. You're gonna get whatever the hell you want in the kingdom, anyways. It's gonna be all about you in the kingdom. When the Lord gives you your own little shit. Yeah, but so we're gonna wrap it up, man. But just remember the truth ain't about you, it's about the body of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, with that we want to give all praises and glory to
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakach Kadash.
Double on our teachers, the older folks, the great Muslim. Shalom to the full.
Shalom.
Shalom.